Congratulations on this show. I literally just finished the finale like 10 minutes ago. I am
Nice.
I I know I am not okay. I need see if season 2 was out, I'd be going downstairs immediately and watching it. So
Oh,
congratulations to you both. Honestly, it was like the funnest 10 hours of quarantine I've had in a long time.
that's it. That's it.
Yeah, congratulations to you both. Maddie, I wanted to start with you because I'm curious what screen testing was like. I mean,
Mm.
with you and Angelica, like, I mean, you guys are playing fraternal twins. What was it like? Did you guys start finishing each other's sentences immediately? Because the chemistry that you guys have as sisters on the show is incredible.
Thank you. Yeah, we only had one chemistry read together. She was the last one to come in. We had to wait a little bit. She flew from New York. And as soon as she walked in, I was like, oh, this is how I would walk into the audition if I was playing Blair. The way she talks to, the casting directors, the producers, everybody, I was just like, damn, I really like, we're going to operate on the same frequency. So immediately after the audition, Angelica was waiting to get picked up. And I said, well, do you want to go for dinner and like manifest this? So we literally went to dinner that night, and it was like we had twin vision that whole dinner. We were just so there was just something, we just really got each other, and we got matching tattoos at the end of shooting, and we really are best friends now. So it was, yeah, the audition was kind of a blur, and it was only until after we had finished that we were like, oh wow, I like you.
Oh, I love it so much. Kadeem, your character Bowser is obviously, a different kind of parental figure for these two girls. And and I loved the relationship with them so much. What's something that you loved about working with Maddie on the show? And the reason I ask that is because your character's always building up, both of these characters in
Mhm.
regards to, yeah. So like what's something about Maddie that you loved, working with her on the show?
Um, Maddie and I are more alike than Angelica and I. So watching her work was wasn't like looking into a mirror, but it really was. It was powerful because when you see the goods, like a thief knows a thief, and I was looking at a thief, and every scene, like I just it's hard to explain because as an actor you got to trust, and there was never a moment where I didn't trust her. We would
Yeah.
laugh. We like if anyone was gonna fall apart on set and go into a laughing fit, it would be the two of us, trying to not look at each other, and then we both have to rely on Angelica because we were similar in that way, and Angelica would be our rock and get us focused again. So my favorite part was actually watching her just blossom. Like, here I was like, wow. And I've told her, I said, wait till the world gets a load of you, kid. Like they're in trouble. They have no idea what's coming at them, and I get to say, I told you so. I told you so. Because look at it
Like,
now. Just look at the
right.
reaction now.
Maddie, obviously, like Kadeem is an actor who's worked with a lot of younger actors in his career. What's something that you learned from him during your time on set, and what do you just like love about him, and just like as an actor, and like now that you have this friendship after making the show, and I'm dying for a season 2. I want you guys to film it now.
Yeah, I what didn't I learn from Kadeem? Honestly, for one, seeing how somebody can set a tone for the set with such ease was so inspiring, and just, I'm very new to this world. I don't know what it's like to be a lead on a show. I don't know what people in Hollywood are like. I don't like know any of that yet. And to see like a literally living legend be such a humble, grounded, generous, angelic mentor was just like such a gift. And Yeah, one of my favorite stories to tell is that first day when we were at the gun range, and Angelica and I were both really scared, and we hate guns, and we didn't like, having to even be near one. Kadeem was just so protective and helped us so much with it, and was just really, he would re-explain things to us in a really gentle way, because people in the South are just so, they're kind of blasé about it. They're used to it. They're used to guns and whatever. So it was so nice to have somebody let us know that we have somebody who like really has our back. And it was just such a meaningful thing. And, Kadeem will text us and call us out of the blue just to check in, which is just such a wonderful thing to have.
Well, thank you both so much. Like I said, I love the show and I'm dying for season 2. I'm excited for you guys to get back. Hopefully you can sooner than later. So thank you both so much for your time. And Maddie, girl, you're gonna rock this Hollywood shit. I'm telling you right now.
See, got another one converted.
Thank you guys. I literally just finished the finale. Like, I'm not even kidding, like 5 minutes right before this. And I am so shook. I need season 2 now. I loved this show so much, literally every single episode. So congratulations to you both, first of all, because I honestly had so much fun with this show.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
There's so many things I love about your characters, the relationship in the show. And I love the way that they talk about physical intimacy, before they do anything. And I think that's super important for young people and teens to see in a show. So I'm curious for both of you, when you guys were reading the scripts for this, what was your take in how this show speaks to young people and teens? Angelica, I'll start with you.
I'm just so honored and happy to be a part of a show that touches on a topic like that. I actually was lucky enough to quarantine and have a viewing party with 2 of my best friends who I hadn't seen since March. But we quarantined for 2 weeks, and then we got together and we watched the show on Friday when it came out. And we got to episode 5. We actually had we paused it and had a fantastic like hour-long conversation about how we lost our virginities. And it sparked an incredible just dialogue between 3 women in their 20s that had never discussed it with each other for some reason. I don't remember how, but we ended up just sharing these very intimate things. And I think that what's so beautiful about what happens with Blair and Miles is that you see a young woman make a request, and a delicate request. And I think that it's never shown. It's hardly ever shown in the media. And I felt very, very honored to be a part of something like that.
Yeah, Miles, for you, was it like when you were reading the script, like what were your thoughts in regards to how this show tackles just like a lot of these different issues that, we don't get a lot in shows today? I mean, shows that I watched growing up, didn't tackle these issues, especially with an interracial relationship even. I mean, so what was your take on it when you initially read the scripts?
Yeah, it's the way it tackled all the different situations. When you read it, you were able to see it, tackle it, and be comfortable about it, because they did it in a way that was not only satirical and funny, because laughter always eases you into things, but in a way that's real and relatable. So when you can have like the trinity of those 3 things, it's super easy and like fun to get into.
Yeah, I love the last 2 episodes especially so much. And I love the scene between your characters, when Blair is describing who she is as a person. And she's like, these are my qualities. I'm in training, kind of take it or leave it. And I'm curious for each of you, since you guys, had such great chemistry and worked so well together. Miles, if you could describe, Angelica and figure and like about her and like what it was like to work with her. Like, how would you describe her just as a person, an actress, and human being?
So the best word I can think of to describe Angelica is sophisticated. So like Angelica has like a lot of really strong opinions that she's able to back up with her incredible mind and facts that she's able to articulate really well. It's sophisticated is the best thing I can do to describe Angelica, besides funny. Those 2 things, sophisticated and funny.
Angelica, how would you describe Miles as a person?
Miles, look what you did. Miles, I would describe you as just so caring and kind. I will never forget there was one day that you really helped me through something, and you said just the right thing. And I just remember how warm you were, and I think that you always radiated warmth, but from that day on, I knew that I could count on you, and it's such a rare thing to find, especially when in a workplace environment. So
oh, I love that so much, you guys. I love the scene when you guys are in the hat. You guys are so cute. I was like, I love the scene where you guys are like going down the steps in those blankets. I was curious how many times you guys did that and if you actually hurt yourself.
No, not too many. That when we went down in the boogie board, we didn't get to do it that many times. They just got it. And I was scared. I was like, I don't know if this is something I want to do. Like, they were like, we're going to do this fun thing. And I was like, this is not fun. This is dangerous. And I don't want to do it. And then we did it like 3 or 4 times. And I was like, yeah. And then they're like, you got it. And I was like, you don't want to do it again?
It is crazy. Like, she didn't know if she wanted to do it, but she has all these other scenes. She's doing all these other crazy stuff. You don't want to go down the stairs on the slide?
I don't know. Like, I've never done that, you know, and you see those crazy videos where people like flip over and they do these like really crazy things. And I was like, I don't know. It's not for me.
Well, thank you guys so much. Like I said, I had like the best 10 hours of quarantine, you know, like watching the show. I really hope there's a season 2, and I can't wait to talk about the show now that it's fully out. Thank you both so much. I appreciate your time.
Thank you, Lauren.
Love your backdrop.